It's summertime. That means weekend cruises, going on road trips, car shows, and it's time to get that old garage queen out of storage. But it also means bugs. That's why when this truck came into our shop today, I knew exactly what video I was going to make for you guys this week. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we handle bug splatter here at our shop, talk about why leaving bug guts on your vehicle can actually damage your paint, and how you can safely remove them yourself at home, all while minimizing scratches. So let's get right into it. Before we start, you're always going to hear me talk about this, or any detailer for that matter. We're working on a cool surface. If you have to work outside, work in the morning or in the afternoon whenever the sun is lower. We have the benefit of a shop here, so that's great, but if you don't have that, just keep those things in mind. We're working with chemicals that will sit on the paint for a couple of minutes. You don't want the sun to bake them into your clear coat, leaving you with an even bigger problem. Fortunately, when it comes to removing bugs, you don't need 1,000 different things. All you need is a dedicated bug remover. We use Stinger Splat, but if you want something locally available, you can go to O'Reilly's and get Dark Fury, fantastic bug remover as well. Couple sprayers. I've got a pump sprayer that helps just with the squeezing action, as well as this for lightly soiled vehicles, as well as a bug sponge. This is an auto fiber bug remover. It works great. It's pretty soft, so it's not super abrasive, but you can use this the wrong way, but we'll get into that. So with those out of the way, let's get started on how to remove bugs. Bug guts are actually acidic in nature, and that acid mixed with all the corrosive proteins and enzymes that they have within them sit on your paint, especially during these hot summer days. They can actually start eating away at your clear coat and then your paint. Now, if you get on them as soon as you're able to, the damage is pretty minimal. However, if they sit on there for weeks, months at a time, especially during the summer on the hot days when the sun just bakes them on, they can require polishing, wet sanding, or even a repaint. There's no good way to get them off when they're too far gone, so always try to be proactive with it. Remember, they are an acid. They can damage your paint. Now, to start, you'll notice that the truck is dry. I do this because I want the cleaner to do most of the work without being even more diluted by having water on the surface. So we will start with our bug remover, and we will just drench the area. You don't have to be too picky with this. The more chemical you have, the more it works. Next up, after I've saturated the surface, I like to use a foam cannon to lay a thick layer of foam over all of this product. I like to do this because I feel like it helps this product work just a bit longer, and I prefer using foam cannons with a pressure washer because they deliver a thicker, heavier, clingier foam than something like a garden hose foam gun. But that's why I prefer these. They stick to the surface a lot longer. So I'm going to foam over everything and let it sit for about a minute or two just to let it work. Okay, so now that we've let the foam and the chemical dwell for a little bit, I'm actually going to rinse it off. This will help just remove the bulk of the bugs, and you'll be able to see where you may need to reapply the chemical if need be. So I will go ahead and rinse it, knock all the heavy stuff off before we get into the hand wash. looking over the vehicle now, I'd say about 80% of the bugs are gone. I may go back over it with another round of the bug remover before I wash it, but I would say this did a fantastic job. And most importantly, we haven't even touched the vehicle yet. So that's the biggest thing. With washing your vehicle, scrubbing bugs off, you're going to get scratches. You just kind of have to accept it. However, there are techniques that you can use to mitigate how many scratches you get, and that's what this video is about. So I'll bring you guys in close so you can see, and then I'm going to do another round of bug remover, and then I will use the auto fiber bug scrubber to get them off. Alright, so as this is dwelling on here, I've got my wash bucket here full of soap and water, and I'm going to take the auto fiber bug scrubber, and all I'm going to do is just lay it on the surface and gently, and I mean gently, go back and forth. Again, this is very soft, but you can mess it up. You can scratch your paint if you do this wrong. What you ideally want to have is a ton of lubrication, which comes from the car wash soap as well as that bug remover. If bugs don't come off, don't scrub at them. Simply respray some bug chemical on it and then wait another minute or so and come back. But I will scrub this front end, and then I'll take you guys back in and see what it looks like afterwards. All right, the bugs are gone, but the job's not finished. We do still need to actually hand wash the front of the car and then protect it. Alright, so now that we've hand washed the vehicle, I can see that all the bugs are pretty much gone. There are a couple spots that are kind of etched in. However, just a normal wash isn't going to do that. But the next step, and the most important step, is protection. You just spent 20-30 minutes getting all these bugs off your front end. You don't want to keep doing that, once a month. So we're going to apply Sonax spray and seal onto the surface to hopefully make this less aggressive next time. This is a simple spray on, rinse off sealant, lasts for about 3 months. It is incredibly slick, incredibly glossy. I love using it. Alright, this truck has now been debugged, washed, and protected. Hopefully the next time these people go out on a long road trip, they don't come back with as many bugs stuck in there. Hopefully not quite as many etched spots on there. But I hope everyone enjoyed this week's video. If you have any questions about topics you want covered, please leave us a comment below, and we'll see you on the next one.